So welcome back to a new episode of In Development Hell. This time, things have developed into hell, I guess. Again. Joining me this time, yet again, is the one, the only, the Mad Dog. Not just any Mad Dog, the Mad Dog. You can't put him down.
So, guys.
So, over the weeks we have like a bunch of things that happened, like a bunch of controversies, a bunch of price hikes, a bunch of new development, new things have come up as well. And we gotta start somewhere. Let's start with our old boy Gaben. So we got news that the Steam machine is back. It is in stores and it is a box. It is a box, a PC box. So I don't know. I'm totally sold. How about you?
Yeah, bro, it's the best piece of hardware ever made. It's like, Steam and Valve can do no wrong. Like, Gabe is the good billionaire, so to say, or millionaire.
Maybe he's a
I feel like
gazillionaire.
the whole point, yeah. Like, the whole point of the Steam machine is like completely useless. It's like uh, too little, too late, so to say, right? And you have, it's it's just shows to like how out of touch the people at Steam are, like at Valve. It's you can get a better bill for less than $1,000 on in Walmart. So why would you buy this machine? Like, what does it offer? Even Linus Tech Tips made a video like comparing, like, he did a build of which ran better than the Steam machine, but he conceded that you can't go with the aesthetics and, like, the form of the Steam machine itself. But that's not the point, right? Like, the point is, like, it's too expensive, and cannot just blame it on, oh, it's all the chip shortages and like RAM prices like going up. I feel like it's just cope at that point. You gotta, like, let go of this thing where, oh, Steam does no wrong kind of deal. Like, again, at the end of the day, they're a corporation. It has to make money,
I mean,
and they're
yeah, they're
gonna
there to
squeeze as
make
much.
money. They're like, it's a
Yeah.
business. I mean, we're not a family. We're not related by blood. Uh, I will say though, I will say, the best controller is still the Steam controller, the OG Steam controller. You can't prove me wrong. Steam knows best. But
I
not
mean,
really though.
controllers are fine.
Not really though. The thing is, like, here it also like kind of coincides, funny enough, with the decline of Xbox. Like
Yeah.
last time we were talking, right? We talked about this. They were giving away Xboxes for free, and I
Yeah.
heard that there were gonna be even more layoffs apparently. So I don't know. It's Valve. Is Valve like the new Xbox?
Kinda. The thing is, like, Xbox also increased their prices. Like, if you didn't know, like, just this week they increases the prices of all their consoles,
You mean
right?
after they sold
And they
the
are,
the ones for free? Yeah, makes sense.
yeah. When they gave away one of, like, things for free, they're saying shutting down studios now. And the 30% cut that Steam takes from every game that is sold on their platform, that's more than enough to um offset the cost, like, even if they take a hit on the Steam machine, right? But again, like you just said, it's a corporation. They're going to squeeze as much money from you as they can. So it's truly uh, idiotic if you pre-purchase, like, pre-order this shit just to buy it. And, like, you already have a PC. You have, like, multiple consoles. People have, like, how many people we know have a Nintendo's, like, Xbox, like PS5s and PCs, and, like, all of this, and you need a Steam machine now. This is, like,
Come
truly
on,
what we
son.
want. It's
I
a
don't need more
waste of money.
PCs. Like
Yeah, it's like a
I need
waste
I
of
need more
money.
money to start my own business. That's what I actually need. The PCs are fine,
Yeah.
whatever. I need to find money to buy people, personnel, I mean. Uh Actually it's even more
Yeah. You
expensive,
can load
really. It's actually more expensive than 1K, dude, because you made like you made an oversight. The base model had 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
So you will probably like want to go with like the more advanced one
Yeah. Yeah.
because I just don't. I, I I don't think even for games you can get away with like 16 gigs of RAM anymore. Like,
It's like the Apple model, dude. You know, you get better quality as you like keep paying more money, right? Again, it's a phone. The phone, like the mobile, is just a function of like just it's meant to connect, make calls. But Steam Machine is completely. There is so much cope going on about this whole thing where people are just like admonishing other people who say the Steam Machine is bad, thinking like somehow it's like it's it's good to call out like bad practices just because it's your favorite publisher or like like a hosting site for your video games doesn't mean they're exempt from every bad thing they do. um
mhm.
it's just dishonesty at that point. Again, we just had the Steam Deck, right? So why do you need a Steam machine? I just don't, I cannot rationalize it. Like, they're not making, again, another thing is that Valve are not making their own games. The last thing they released was in VR. Alex, Half-Life Alex.
Mhm.
Like, so what is the point though? It's not like they're making exclusive games. Like, oh, this is only going to be available on our Steam machine on another platform and launcher. You can't get it anywhere else. So what is the incentive though?
You know
Because I haven't seen it. Hmm?
you know my specs are like last gen, but on high end, high specs and high end PCs. And the thing is, like,
Yeah.
here you use it for games. Okay, fine, but I use my PC for games. What else do you use it for? What's like the convenience? Does it hook up to like your TV better or whatever? Is it like more convenient for couch experiences? Because like,
I mean,
yeah,
Retro, you just mentioned PC, right? One thing I just forgot to mention was that it's not, it's you can't upgrade it, right? You cannot take the Steam machine apart
you
and
mean like a laptop? Great.
yeah, it's basically a laptop. It'll become like basically obsolete in like 5 years, right? Because every year we get better hardware, and in a PC you can like swap out components, like an upgrade, like just what you want, just fix something, and you can do everything by yourself too if you're like competent enough. So what is the appeal of the Steam machine though? Again, nothing, bro. It's just it's a worthless piece of hardware. I feel like it's just like it's a status symbol, because you know why? People with money will buy it and will call the people who don't want to waste money on it broke, and that's what's going to happen. That's what's happening now anyway. So
Actually, like when I read the page, like core features that defines the Steam machine, Steam OS, it has its own operating system. But I mean, I would like a new operating system that like handles all my apps. I don't want to go to like Linux yet. But the thing is, like, why can't I use the OS on my actual PC then? Small form factor. Put it under your TV, set it under your desk, blah blah blah. I mean, my PC is big, but I can still fit it down under my desk just fine. Cool and quiet. Steam machine keeps cool and runs whisper quiet, even while running the most demanding games. I have a hard time believing that because again, it's only like 16 gigabytes of RAM.
yeah,
The AMD is like not that impressive either. I
bro, I'm telling you, like on Walmart, right? There is a build for 899, which is runs much better. It's a powerful machine. It's a pre-built, right? And it's a powerful machine than the Steam machine, right? Like, so what are we doing here?
Hold on, like, isn't there like a it's kind of like a rule in like economics and like marketing when like it's things bundled together and pre-built? Shouldn't they be like at a like more efficient rate than if they were sold separate? Like I don't know,
Yeah,
when you buy 10 folds of like toilet paper, they're more they cost as much as like I don't know 8 or 9
yeah, yeah. It's
if you
much
bought them
more
separate, you know.
cheaper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cost efficiency. Because like it's like pre-planned and like whatnot, and it's more convenient to ship whatever if it's not in like separate parts. CPU and
Uh,
GPU up to 4K gaming with FSR 4.1. FSR is overrated. FSR is a piece of shit. I don't even think anyone cares about FSR.
I
These
don't think anyone, a
upscalers,
lot, majority of people, yeah,
and I can say this from fact, if you're using for an upscaler, don't count on it like working properly. I remember like when
yeah.
I played Tekken, like live stage, like one of the upscalers just like completely smears the stage itself. The characters are fine, but like the stage gets smeared. Like these upscalers work until they don't. It's
I don't
the
think a
coin
lot of
toss.
people can explain what FSR is. So they don't even know what it is. It's all just buzzwords, like that people don't understand. They
FSR
won't
is
look
like one of the
into.
more earlier models. It's like honestly kind of one of the more cheaper models.
Yeah.
But like none of them like it's a coin toss really. Um so yeah, storage available in two storage sizes. Uh 512 gigabytes and 2 terabytes. Both come in the expandable storage via micro SD. This hints to me that like it's intended only for like games and like entertainment. Because if it's like work related stuff, 512 ain't cutting
Yeah.
it, chief. You're screwed. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Like it's not worth it. Yeah.
Connectivity 2x2 Wi-Fi 6E plus Bluetooth 5.3 with dedicated antenna. Steam controls wireless adapter is built right in the Steam machine for direct pairing. I mean, that's only passable. It's not bad. It's only passable. Power. No giant brick. No giant brick. Steam machine's power supply is built right in. I don't know what this means. Like, my power supply unit is like inside my case as well. Maybe it's bigger than the Steam machines. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Even I don't get that. What's more? Yeah, so what? It can run without power supply? Is that what they're trying to imply?
I don't know. I
Like,
genuinely don't know. I mean, it's pretty small. I think that's like the biggest scope. That like it's super tiny. Actually, it's as big as your fishbowl apparently. But then again, as you pointed out, Steam Deck sold a lot. By the way, the Ukrainians love it. Steam Deck was even smaller. So was it
I
also
mean,
like
is that
five
the?
twelve gigabytes? I can't remember.
I don't. I don't have a Steam Deck, so but the whole point of a handheld is to make it smaller and compact, so that uh, it's much more easy to take away, like the PSP, right? Like, but we seem to be forgetting we're just making it bigger and bigger now. Like, I don't need a fucking OLED display, with the high HDR and all of that. It's just, I think we missed the point of why we innovate on hardware, dude.
Hmm. Also, there's another issue now that I think about it. The reason like Nintendo designs their hardware the way they do is because they make games for themselves and everyone has to follow. Otherwise, they lose out on the Nintendo market. So these specs may be fine now, but how does like Gaben expect like the developer to accommodate for that to like put keep that in account? They may just decide to disregard it because right now that market isn't that huge as of the time of recording. I,
Also, my criticism in the start, like if you're not making
oh, look,
anything
sorry, no, stop,
exclusive.
stop. Look, there's this bullshit. See, like, I don't keep up with this stuff because I already have a good machine for real. But like, look at this, and it's a PC. Yes, Steam machine is optimized for gaming, but it's still your PC. Install your apps or even another operating system. Call me to tell you how to use your computer. Well, that's cute, but like, I'm not gonna use this for work. I can't imagine this like using this for work. Maybe like, maybe it's here. Is this supposed to kill off like laptops? Is that the idea? Cuz like it is like kind of at the same range of like weight as like a laptop. I also imagine it
But I'm
has
gonna take it, like,
heatsink
put it in
issues.
my back. I'm gonna put it in my backpack and take it all everywhere with me and like set it up. Like what? Like
No, wait,
again,
cuz laptops they have inbuilt monitors then. So I think I would still like rather like work on a laptop if I was on the go.
I Again, bro, we're completely missing the point of efficient design and like why each piece of hardware does what it does.
So yeah, I mean it exists. It has the right to exist, and I really don't care about it. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on it. Next thing.
My thought is that it shouldn't exist. That's my thought.
Well, what about this? What about the existence of Grand Theft Auto just in time for my new Steam Deck, sorry, Steam Machine purchase? So the news is out. The new Grand Theft Auto is raising the price ceiling yet again. Yet again, games are
Yeah.
getting more expensive instead of like more available for a bigger like pool of people. Uh, and yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great. What do you think, Doc? Like,
Uh,
$80 for a digital edition, not even Ultimate Edition. I think it's awesome. I think it's
Again,
awesome.
it's to me, it's a complex issue. For the reason being that I do not like Rockstar. Like, I don't like how they handle stuff, and all of that. But I'm not gonna also moral like be performative in the sense that from the other side and think like. So there's a lot to unpack here, right? Starting with okay, let's just talk about the price tag real quick. $80 for the base game and $100 for the ultimate edition, right?
Yeah.
um Again, this is going to piss off a lot of people, but my opinion is that if you don't complain, I just went through the PlayStation store yesterday, right? And you can see like the best selling section, Madden is selling for Madden and college football is selling for $100, and that's the top best selling games, like top 5 best selling games,
Wait, is that the base
right?
edition or like complete edition or whatever?
That's I think it's a ultimate edition or like deluxe edition, whatever, right?
Aha, so it's still like
uh
okay.
my point is, you're upset uh, because it's GTA. You're not upset because it's $100 or $80. Because again, we talked about this last time, where most Americans only buy 2 games per year. So you dropping a 80 or 100 on a game, like we'll talk about the cut content. But my point is, if you're not upset about like $150 editions like WWE and all of that, why are you upset about this? That's my question. That's my reasoning for it, because I'm neither for nor against you. I'm just like I can't look past the hypocrisy. The reason why you're upset, you're really upset because it's GTA. Not there is cut
Well,
content there, because you still know you're gonna buy it.
well, here's the thing I would say. The normies are waking up. Don't you want the normies to wake up? Dog, come on.
I mean, the normie should have woken up 10 years ago, dude. When like
True.
people were like, infiltrating your hobby, not like when everything is said and done, and the wrong people are in power, and like. So one thing I saw, right? So the scalpers whole thing when it comes to that, like the one thing that can be that Konami is said to be a grading company, but way they make Yu-Gi-Oh, they make sure that like there's no scalpers. You can't scalp Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because why? They keep printing it. So there is that's the thing. There is, you can call Rockstar a greedy corporation. I'm all for it because it's cutting content, like core content, side missions, like all of that, like stores you cannot access unless you have the ultimate edition. I agree, that's a scummy move. But then again, you made it this way,
Hmm.
because why? You keep buying it. At the end of the day, you bought it. Like
What if
I
no,
am
hold
not.
on. What if people stop buying it? Wouldn't that be a good thing though? I do hope people don't buy it. But like I
No,
remember you
it's
shouldn't. You really
compulsion,
shouldn't.
retro.
You really shouldn't. Because now it's a scalper's market. Remember when like the Nintendo Switch like was the Switch 2 was about to be out and everyone was scalping the shit out of it? And even though everyone said, fuck you, Nintendo, fuck the scalpers, fuck all of you, they still like fucking bought it anyway, like as soon as I don't know.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong Bonanza came out or whatever, right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Damn.
100%.
Damn,
Speaking of,
isn't that great? Like I
mhm.
get to buy this like overpriced piece of shit with like just in time for my new like Steam machine. Why are you so mad, dog? Why you be like this?
Speaking of scalpers, right? People are scalping the physical editions of GTA 6 without the disc in it, the digital only code, and they're already selling it on eBay. And people are buying it and showing their like purchase like
Hold on,
orders
hold on,
on
hold
eBay.
on. Start from the beginning because who knows? Maybe we have scalpers in our audience. Not judging, right? Maybe we should like explain the pipeline from the beginning. Come on, dog, take it away.
So they announced that GTA is not going to have a physical disc on launch. So it's only a code in a box. Even if you go to Amazon, it literally says in like captions, "code in a box." That's how stupid we got. And so people are apparently like already bought it, and are putting up sales on eBay for like obscene amounts, and people are buying it apparently.
What
And
if what
I
if
did,
I sell the box but I already activated the code? I guess it's not possible because it's not out, right? So you can't redeem it yet. I mean,
yeah, yeah, that's
but that
also
would be
it.
funny. That would be very funny though.
I mean, some people are saying like the reason why Rockstar is doing this is to kill the secondhand market, so that once you use the code is like worthless, right? So you're the only one that owns, so to say. And some people are arguing that due to disk space and like how huge the install size for GTA 6 might be, and that's why it's not a physical thing. But that's not really true because we can have multiple CDs and just install and
No,
play
wait.
them
This is like
according.
this is irrelevant. The final point is irrelevant. We're no strangers to day one like patches and even like day one DLC. This is like a practice that has been around since like Street Fighter X Tekken, right? Where like you have to like download data that like didn't fit in the disk or whatever. It's like an old practice. I think everyone does this by
Yeah,
now. I think I
yeah,
would bet even like Cyberpunk has done this practice.
yeah. No, they have. Yeah,
I mean, I think it's great. I think like people need to start being more entrepreneurial and tax the goyim. I think that would be great for society. Don't you, Doug?
I I
Don't you
also
want to get
think
rich
that
too? Maybe you should start, the hustle as well.
yeah. I also want to like quickly touch on development costs. This is going to be one of the most expensive single player games that's going to come out, right? And people are saying, "Oh, I don't care about the dev costs and like how much it takes to make a game. No game should take like this many years to make, this much money to make." I agree with that sentiment, but then again, if you're I also don't like a lot of devs in the industry. Like, if they lose their job, I don't care. But the problem is, um, you also have to acknowledge the cost of making this stuff. You wanted it. That's the thing. A majority of you wanted it, and of course they're going to
I
make
mean,
it.
yeah,
Of
you
course,
vote
they're
with
going
your
to sell.
dollar. Like it's
Yeah,
it's not like it's not a democracy, but it's like a capital democracy, if you will. You vote with your dollar, and this is like the behavior you nourished. There's no like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Also, like here, another thing. This time I'm not being ironic. Um, the fact that like GTA is so expensive does genuinely I do question myself if it can actually like earn back cash. If it can actually like rake in enough profits.
bro,
Cause
it's going to make so much
you
money,
say
bro.
this, I know you would say this, but remember, I did call it out, right? I did say that like when Borderlands 4 comes out, it's not gonna earn money. And lo and behold, what did they say?
Mm,
They said, "Oh, we didn't make enough money this time. What a shame." Truly sad.
Uh, but think about it. The only outrage is majority from the West. The East are going to buy it no matter what, and it's just going to sell like hotcakes. That's
Do
that's
the
what it
East buy
is.
GTA? Probably.
The thing is, the GTA is not Borderlands, right? Even if like Borderlands has a specific type of niche, so to say, and this is like I said, like
No, Borderlands is
GTA.
a AAA game. I disagree with that.
No, no, no,
Why
no.
do you
Like
think?
Gearbox, like.
Okay, Randy Pitchford himself said he hated the games, but he keeps making them because, it's an established brand. It's their biggest brand, so.
Bro, I don't know how true this is, right? But apparently, there a report came out like apparently GTA already sold in just the pre-order thing 39 million copies. So and it already made
Okay,
it
I
3
can
billion
believe
in
3
revenue. Like
million. I can believe 3 million. I think
so,
49 is
39 million copies.
40. I
Yeah,
know
39
49.
million
I
copies.
think
Yeah,
that's a high ball in it. I
that's a
think
cope. That's a cope.
it smells like coke to me.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Um, the I don't know, bro. This is not like it's a complex issue at the same time. It's just dumb. But the thing is, again, your hobby has gone mainstream. Okay, it has gone mainstream. It has attracted the wrong people. It has like completely shifted from why you used to like it. So this whole $80, $100 tag doesn't matter at the end of the day. Issue is not the money because again, this might rub people the wrong way, but I would pay money for a 6 hour experience where I can. It's just a solid game which I can like keep playing like again and again because the gameplay loop is just fun, right? But
gameplay
again,
density.
yeah, yeah, gameplay density, gameplay loop, yeah. And but the thing is, you cannot put value onto like oh money paid, like dollar paid to the like dollar converted into like hours played. Like you cannot put a value on that. That's what I mean. And the game is not even out yet. Like we haven't even seen gameplay of it. It's like it's just confusing to me,
Remember
man. Like
when
when
which other game like we didn't see gameplay right until
Mhm.
the very last day before release? S
Which game?
Resident Evil Requiem, right?
Kinda, yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, like it's just we never saw Leon's gameplay. Like now that you mention, I don't even remember seeing if Leon had a gameplay section, dude.
Leon was
Did
announced
he?
last minute. Like he was teased and teased and teased, and last minute they show him off. I think it's like fucking how should I put this? Like sugar to go down with the medicine, the grace medicine, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So again, bro, just like wait for it. It's gonna make money, and people are just gonna say this is the greatest game ever made, next to the horse balls in RDR2. So um, we'll just have
If
to
you
wait
like
and see, I
sucking
guess.
balls, definitely pre-order it, Goy. You're gonna love it. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. Come on.
Look at my horse is amazing. Give it a lick.
It tastes just like raisins.
Have a stroke of its mane, it turns into a plane, and then it turns back again when you tug on its winky.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Do you think so? Well, I better not show you where the lemonade is made. Sweet lemonade, sweet lemonade, yeah, sweet lemonade. Get on my horse, I'll take you round the universe and all the other places too.
I think you'll find that the universe pretty much covers everything.
Shut up, woman, get up my horse.
And yeah, I think moving on to more balls. How about this? Next topic. Stellar Booty. Once again, we have to talk about one of the most overrated franchises, quote unquote, in because it's not really a franchise in all of gaming, Stellar Booty. So this time, like, we have we have the payment processors striking again. Again, they rear their heads and they go on the offensive. This time, they have their sights set on shift up
Yeah,
because they do not like Eevee. I guess they're also
yeah.
like part of the Eve army. They're trying to like rebel against the Eevee Sims. Uh,
Uh, my problem with this whole thing is just it's forced, dude. Like again, these guys, the anti woke, so like, uh, they just like they want one specific thing, and if they don't get that specific thing, they're gonna throw a temper tantrum.
Hold
Like
on, you're
they,
jumping the
Mhm.
shark. Hold on. The thing is, like, yeah, so is it the Australians again? By the way, I know it's the payment. Is it because last time
It's
when payment
everyone.
everyone last time it was like the Australians like calling the payment processors to like shut down things they found problematic for whatever reason. I don't even remember what they went after, to be honest with you, because it was like that retarded. This time, yeah, this time the payment processors are back, and even supposed like anti-wokes are going after it. Like yours truly, George Torch Games. Uh, because it's definitely, I think the petition totally like stirred up Visa and Mastercard. You know, they truly like found solidarity with like like hacking based anti-woke.
Ah, this is a stupid issue. Again, the game is not even out yet, and we're already like moral, like performative, being outraged at something that doesn't even matter. Again, this is not for you. This is not you. You don't have any involvement in it. It's not even in your own country, right? You cannot world police other people and what
Yes,
they
I
do.
can. Yes, I can, bigot. Watch me. I will. Watch me. I'm like hacking based anti-walker. I can use payment processes against you now. I'll even take down your videos if I have to, I bet. Not so
this
like
this will like set up antitrust laws, dude. That's the problem, because you are going
fuck the
against
consequences.
payment
It's about
processors.
sending a message, right? It's about sending a message. It's about being heard. Fuck the consequences. Fuck for your life. Fuck priorities. Let's just like go the monkey out. Let's just chimp out like fucking monkeys. See, this is like here, honestly, dude. Like here again. I am no fan of Stellar Blade. Yeah, it's nice
Yeah,
ass, but like that belongs in a movie. Like gameplay needs to have gameplay. Even fucking Itagaki said it himself. A game should be fun, have gameplay, and be sexy in that order. Even
yeah.
Itagaki said that. And you guys like simp yourself short. Well, sell yourself short, but simp yourself short. Like so with the
So
first one. No, hold on. Here. I do not like shift up. But the thing is, like, this is just foul. This is just foul. This is what like fucking kids do. Like they go on a temper tantrum and until they get what they want. How are you? Honestly, like most anti-woke are just as bad as wokies. What the fuck is like the point of being against wokeness if you're not gonna fix society? Let's just like lie and cheat our way to victory. Even though like we'll
yeah,
fuck each other over in the end. Great victory.
like I said, they want what they want, right? In the sense that only what they say is right. This is why we're getting into dangerous territory of like placating people who don't have your best interest in heart, because they want to control what the outcome is, which is bad. And like I'll say this for Kim Yoon Tae, right? He's not bending over, and he's actually mocking and making fun of the people doing this. And it's also a marketing strategy when you think about it. When you say you don't like it, I do understand, in the sense that most
Let me
Korean
be
studios
clear.
right now,
Let me
which
be
are
clear.
popping
I
up, and
said I didn't like it. I did not say it shouldn't exist. That's
no, no,
completely
I understand, I
different.
understand. My point is that I'll tell you this. Both Chinese, Korean, and Korean studios right now, which have a lot of money from the gacha games and mobile game market, they like completely dominated in for the past 10 years, right? So they have money to burn. So what they're doing is they're taking the safest route to success. They're doing popular IPs. So when you do Black Myth Wukong, it's like Journey to the West is one of the like greatest
Yeah,
literatures
because it doesn't
out
require
there.
explanation. Everyone knows who Sun
Yes,
Wukong is.
100%. Yes, yes, exactly. The same thing with like let's say Stellar Blade, right? It's meant to appeal because again, a new Chinese game came out, like I showed you, Sword Sage, right? The first thing I'm seeing an article about, and people like even just discussion, is that, oh, this attractive Chinese female character, like, right? They're not saying, oh, it's like a hack and slash game. It's a character, like, action game. No, it's an attractive female character. So everyone is just playing into this whole thing where the character needs to be attractive, even if she's devoid of personality or characters, like, but she only needs to have assets.
Okay, so yeah, that's
It's
cool. No, no, by all means, be sexy, Uh, be sexy, Go to the gym, get fit, eat healthy, be healthy and sexy, right? But in game or like outside, like whatever, fine. But can we like acknowledge that, like, if we're fine with that, can't we also like take care of other things as well? Like, I don't know, being honest people, being productive people, like having like the gameplay is well thought out as like the fucking assets, or like are they like developing our day-to-day life as well as a supermodel, the supermodel that is Eevee, right? That's what like my fucking point, because it's like fucking lopsided. We have to like
yeah.
we have to like simp for Eevee so much, and when we don't get Eevee, when we don't get exactly what we want, we have to burn fucking civilization down instead
Um,
of, I don't know, making
Again,
our own game. Come on.
one good thing to come out of this is just it has completely like gone mask off on a lot of people, just like with KCD2. And a lot of gamers should realize that um, you guys should experience things for yourselves. Good games. I don't
You
mean
mean
like,
grow a
oh, it has
spine,
like a lot
grow a
of.
fucking identity.
Yeah, yeah. Do not take the word of influencers and reviewers, even like us. Go play some game like which is obscure. Like, try it out. Like, try some genres you don't like. So that you can make decisions for yourselves. That's the point. Like, do not like people like this talk for you, or like make them think they have your best interest at heart. They don't. They only want to like control what you consume. Both sides, the left and the right. The woke and the anti-woke. Like the grifters and like whatever.
Yeah,
Like
like
they
it
they
needs to be
don't
said,
they don't
because
care.
here, my intuition tells me we're gonna see a lot of this. Like, I think like we're not even like the mid stage of the fucking fallout. Like, other weird shit is gonna happen.
I mean, there is gonna be a like it's the rubber band effect, right? You can only pull the rubber band so much before it snaps back. So there is gonna be a effect on that, but again, it's gonna teach people the wrong thing. I just know that. I just know people are gonna
No,
learn the
it's gonna teach.
wrong
I
lesson.
disagree. I disagree. It's gonna teach people the right thing. Play stupid games, earn stupid prizes. You've been warned.
Yeah, yeah.
You get led by the nose. Don't be surprised if you walk out of a cliff next day tomorrow. You've been warned. So yeah, that's my thought on it. Completely mediocre game that does not earn the fanaticism, the 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 ravings and the lunacy that I hear about it every time it's mentioned. It's just
I
a
mean,
mid game.
it's not a.
Get over it.
I will disagree on this. It's not a mediocre game. This is my saying, right? I'll say this: it's a well-made game. It's just not a good game. I'll put it like that.
Anyway, on to next topic. So yeah, so here's me like raging about stupid drama online. Next up, I'm going to rage about the game stream. The game industry and engines. You ready, folks?
Yep.
Okay, let's buckle fucking up. So, me and you, Mad Dog, we got to watch, State of Unreal 2026 at Unreal Fest Chicago, right? And
Yep.
it
Yep.
was fucking lunacy. It's like dribble. It's nonsense. Like fucking the only thing I got from this fucking conference is we're going to make our own metaverse. We're going to make our own Fortnite verse. And we're not going to optimize the code. We're not going to refactor the code. We're not going to like fix old systems. We're going to give you like an AI buddy, even though there's already a fucking AI buddy in Unreal 5.8. So we're going to like attach this like completely meaningless fucking language, the fucking what was it called? Verse, the fucking verse language, to, I don't know, code things in verse instead of C++. That's
Yeah.
all we have to look forward to. Like, it's so fucking stupid, dude. Like, Tim Sweeney's just like, and like he's like a Ponzi's. They're like fucking ravaging and raving to me how I can make my fucking game in like Fortnite. Motherfucker, never asked you to like make my own game into Fortnite. Just want to make my own goddamn game. Oh, but don't worry, Retro. It's going to be with verse code, and no matter what kind of fucking game you do, it can be like a Souls like, it can be like Ace Combat, it can be like a fucking mecha game, it can be like a grand strategy like Age of Empires, and we're going to like fit it into like the fucking Fortnite metaverse. Okay, but I don't fucking care. Fix the goddamn engine. I wanted like more lean, more compact, more performative. Oh, don't worry though. Why? Because we're gonna get rid of blueprints too. What the fuck is wrong with you? I did not ask for this.
Um.
It's so funny. Sorry, I have to get this out of my chest. It's so funny that they're like fucking dropping blueprints. Like they're very coy about it. They're very like sneaky about it. Like they mention it in passing. Even though fucking last year they get like the principal like programmer, the head programmer of Sandfall Interactive, the guys that fucking made, Expedition 30 Feet of Wall, they bring him over so he can like sing praises and rave about how like 95% of the code was done in fucking blueprints. Oh, don't worry, now we're getting rid of it. Thanks, dumbasses. What a nice way to shoot your own feet. Fucking amazing.
My problem with the whole Unreal 6 thing is that it's too soon. We haven't like made any significant progress in fixing Unreal 5 itself, and now they've like completely abandoned it because I feel like it's easy to abandon something and move on and try to like just do something new than trying to like actually fix it, because again, it's the same thing with the PlayStation, right? I'm hearing that they're
Bro,
considering
it's the
moving on to
same
PS5.
fucking problem with fucking Unity. The reason,
Yeah,
listen, the reason like Unreal mocked Unity is one because they eventually got an asset store. Unity was ahead
yeah.
because like it came up with the asset store first, but then like Unreal caught up. Then the other thing is like because the issue with Unity, they introduced a lot of features that in one patch, one update, whatever, that never get finished. They just sit there, half complete, fucking half-assed. And now we're going the same fucking route. Fucking history is repeating itself. This is the reason. This is why Unreal like clown down and replaced Unity, because like they don't want to like fix shit. It's fucking insufferable.
It's I feel like it's there is no solution to this because game engines are not bespoke anymore, so to say, right? The reason why you would iterate on a game engine is because, like you said, Unreal, like there was a lot of like scalability with UE4 too. Like a lot of like companies going in and like asking Unreal to like
Oh yeah,
custom make,
Unreal was like
like yeah,
was always more scalable for big worlds, unlike Unity. I should know.
yeah.
Again, I've dabbled with Unity. I know that engine through and through. Okay,
The the whole I, I do not know, because I do not want to simplify the dev process in the sense that it'll just give way to more slop. But at the same time, we're not making innovations in engine which is going to streamline dev time so that we actually like make it as efficient as possible, and we can get down all these 4 to 5 year dev cycles down to 2 to 3,
dude. So
right?
like here,
And
I'll add to your point here. The point of blueprints was to help streamline the process and get some quick and dirty code in. Yes, I understand it's not the most optimal way to do it, but I'll concede that it's good to have in a clutch, in a pinch. I mean, like as a last resort thing. But here, you build like this audience that like again relies on fucking blueprints. We would not have Expedition 30 Feet the fucking wall if had it not been for blueprints. So, and what's their solution to this thing? Well, get a fucking AI agent to help you with things along. But
Yeah.
here,
Also,
dude, I
guys, we don't
don't.
like Expedition 33 here. We're
Oh,
just like
fuck that
shitting on
game.
it.
So
But like,
like,
yeah,
fuck that
yeah.
game. It's a fucking astroturf piece of shit. Oh, like but here,
Industry plant, you might say.
absolutely. Anyway, the thing is, now listen. The thing is, we're getting rid of a convenience tool like blueprints, and in return, what do we get? Verse, which makes things more convoluted, and fucking AI agents. Okay, but some of us don't want to like fucking pay, I don't know, $40 a month to like fucking cloud AI or whatever. What
So
if what if this
on the AI
what if the
talk,
code is terrible of this thing? I have yet to see an AI that can actually do scalable, proficient fucking codes. I swear, I've
uh,
tested this.
again, the whole thing with AI is that a human is still gonna go in and try to fix a lot of the problems that even if like you're just completely making it with the AI is gonna do. That's always been the case. Been like I deal with it every day. But the whole integration of like saying we're gonna integrate cloud, Gemini, and all that into like UE6 now, it's gonna be much more. It's not efficient though. I think you tried the prototype, right? Like, and it's just
I
it's
got the
it's a nightmare
prototype,
to
but
get.
I didn't like get far. And
Yeah,
the thing is like here, you're offloading like the you're supposed to curate for me a decent toolkit that I can fucking use till the end. Until like I like finish building the house, so to speak. But you're offloading this work to like the fucking AI. I don't know which AI is like best for like Unreal Code. I just have to pray and believe like that it's sufficient. If something like goes wrong, is Cloud going to be like held accountable? No, I'm going to be held accountable. So I have to like go through this like fucking like spaghetti code.
yeah. I feel like every coder, right? Like in like anyone that you will remember. So if you make like you know exactly where everything is in place. But if you go through something that AI did, right, you're not gonna know what it did where. So that's the problem. Like again, you doing something step by step is much more efficient than AI doing it for you. Then you going it through one by one, like anyways, and trying to fix it. It's just understand that, like it's just
The other
it,
problem with Unreal Engine was like you don't like have that like low level access of code. You can fetch the source
yeah,
code. You can do that, but like there's like I've seen it myself. There's like fucking code that's like 10 years old. There's like ancient code that needs to be refactored. And it's like fucking a
yeah,
mess to navigate through. In theory, yeah, in theory you have low level access, but not really. Like all the like available tools like at face value just aren't there. Like designing a random pipeline, my own random pipeline in modern Unreal is like hard, dude. It's like actually very hard because you're limited. And how is the AI gonna solve that other issue, right? How is Verse gonna solve that issue? It won't. Like
I feel like there is no solution to this problem, dude. Like because Unreal is just not like Epic is just not a engine thing anymore, right? They saw success with Fortnite, and I feel
no,
like
and,
it's
and the
pushing them.
movie industry, right? They make TV series and like ads and whatever. Like they're like branching away from gaming. Okay, fine, but can you? In here, they're also placating way too much to like the Fortnite ecosystem, right? This Fortnite ecosystem that isn't actually
Yeah,
an ecosystem. It's just a bunch of fans. It's just a bunch of players. Like it's here. I don't mind that you're like giving these people stuff, but what about the main developers that have to like work with this thing like all day fucking long that want to have their own products? I
yeah.
cannot like reasonably. I cannot think of a single reason I want to go to like Unreal 6. I can just stick to like 4 or 5 at best, or like get a new one or make my own. It's it's it feels to me, dude. It feels to me like way more cynical than this. It feels to me like Tim Sweeney is trying to build his own Roblox, and I'm basically
Yeah.
an unwilling participant. How else? It's stupid. Anything to add,
Uh,
dog?
Again, dude, it's there is no easy solution. That's the we are overcomplicating and over engineering something that needs to be more efficient and again scalable. Scalability is the big thing when it comes to making games, and uh, the whole blueprints debate is that yeah, it helps you. You don't need to know how to code, and it helps you bridge a gap between making stuff. But I also feel like it's just gotten to so that it's more easy to do slop with everything that's like I do not know where it's going. I cannot see a solution or like a like in a possible future for where like engines are heading. So because again, you're not getting the quality or levels of like
Fidelity.
fidelity, not even fidelity, like fuck fidelity, like
Hmm.
art direction, like no, I'm just saying like it's there is no mechanical direction, so to say. You know, like that one like Japanese dev who said game design is dead, and I think like all these stuff engines like we're being built is contributing to that. To me, we'll just see, bro. We're gonna be here. We're in like in a year, we're gonna hear more, and we're just gonna see the fallout of what's gonna happen once a lot of stuff catches up. So
Yeah. So
I'll just put it at there.
yeah, before I leave the topic, another thing like I want to mention is like apparently like um there's already been like a couple of talks about the future of blueprints and the future of the AI systems. Basically what people have been speculating is like that like you're basically training the AI to do your job for you. I
Yep,
doubt it will ever achieve that. I think it's gonna like I
not
think
in our lifetime.
I think it's gonna blow up in people's faces, just like the crypto thing. Like a lot of like the crypto space is in a bear market now because all the VCs they've migrated to AI, and its own AI is getting only more and more expensive. So it's gonna like blow up in people's faces, but it's still like nasty to think about that. Oh, you're teaching the machine to replace you. That is nasty. I'll concede that. So that's like that one kind of rumor thing going around. The other is the other is a cope or panic more likely that Unreal wants to get rid of old blueprints, old visual scripting, and make like a new system.
Yep.
Like that, it's just like weird because here I can tell like something very wrong has happened because I've seen like they made a public petition. So if you're asking the public at such an early stage for input, something tells me you done fucked up hard. To like you're really desperate and you're like really clowning around. Something's like very wrong if you're doing this. And yeah, people gave their feedback. I think it's like very clunky system. I don't think there's any point to it. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like this kind of like stack system. Uh but yeah, it's just like
No,
very
I haven't seen it yet.
strange, just all around like strange behavior. A lot of like uncertainty and panic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I feel like we would have to see more of everything happening in real time to gauge if this will be, worthwhile or it's just gonna fail.
Yep,
And they're gonna go back on their word and just bring back a blueprint, so to say.
only time will tell. And that is that for this topic. Next topic. So next piece of news, a lot of layoffs. So the Blade game may get cancelled like Arcane Leon, right? I
Yeah.
there's been rumors that that's gonna get cancelled. There's also like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The- There's also cancellations from IO Interactive, right? Was there another party that also was like receiving staff layoffs?
I mean, they said that Obsidian might be in talks, but apparently they just confirmed that no, that's not the case. Obsidian is not going to be sold off or projects canceled. So it's kind of a rumor going on. I don't know if that's true, but the whole Blade thing seems like they're so basically. You also have to say that they're over budget apparently. So they overspent a lot of money and haven't actually made any like significant progress on it. And it's the same thing with a lot of even like there was a rumor going on about Naughty Dog, right? And the significant layoffs there. Apparently, they're considering like letting go of Neil Druckmann.
Neil
Sorry,
Cuckman,
Neil
yeah.
Druckmann. Yeah, the because apparently they already spent 300 million and have like there's a lot of trouble behind the studio like scenes, dude. Like many stories we've already seen, like like it's either you listen to him, you do what he says, or like there's no wiggle room or and like there's nothing happening with Cuckman. That's the issue. So that's also going around, and also they haven't released a game this generation, so like and just remaking and remastering, Last of Us doesn't count. Like it's just it, it's completely. I think the Western like this whole thing of like just like paying obscene amounts to these people in like positions because during COVID, it was like there were a lot of investments and like influx of money, and they started like making just like jobs up, like filling them then. But now, right, there is no money coming in. So what are
I
you gonna do?
mean, the thing is, like, it's kind of the situation of too big to fail, which it's like, it's too big, huge, and cumbersome to like be sustainable. Cookman
Yeah,
himself, like I remember when Last of Us 2 got leaked was because a bunch of like angry animators like were so fed up with the studio they decided to leak everything because they were getting worked off like dogs. It wasn't, by the way, it's I haven't been able to confirm the Cookman story, but let's not forget that
yeah,
like it was very recently, like around April, where like Blue Point officially shut down.
yeah.
So
The the thing is, Naughty Dog is like one of the biggest like studios, well-known studios. Uncharted, like Jack and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot. Like it, like again, bro. In our lifetime, in 30 years, we are just seeing the total destruction of
yeah,
like everything in this industry. So it's just, I mean, I feel like yeah, everyone all of us are to blame. Like like you said, corruption like happens on every level, not just like the executives who are greedy, but yeah, like every level. So
yeah. Um, Amidst that, like I'm getting this rumor also that Hideo Kojima's upcoming horror game OD was also for cancellation.
no, apparently it's safe. Like so, like apparently
Oh,
they
it's
didn't even
safe.
consider
Sorry.
cancel. Yeah, yeah,
It,
yeah, yeah. So Odie apparently like they said that this project is going forward, right? And like his games haven't been selling well. He didn't like Death Stranding to do 2 and 1 didn't sell that well, but they're still going to go ahead with this guy making a game like this. He wants to make it episodic. He just has all these actors like who he's paying too much money for, and they don't cancel this
maybe
project, but they're
maybe it's
canceling shit like
gaslighting though, to be honest, because here's the thing. Um, 007 First Light earned a lot of cash, raked in a lot of cash from what I've heard. So what is like the expected like return on investment for OD? It's been like in development hell
so
for ages.
yeah. Also, the whole 007 thing, apparently, like, they haven't made back the budget yet because of the 200 million and like the 7-year dev cycle. Because of that, they spent too much money from Microsoft on a project, Fantasy that they were working with Microsoft on making, right? And apparently, Microsoft pulled the funding right, like last week, and there's layoffs, like you just mentioned before. There's layoffs going on in like IOI Interactive right now because of that, and I genuinely don't care because 007 wasn't a good game at all. It's just we're seeing this trend of like, let's just like put the bare minimum effort in and be rewarded for it. Like, and
It's
again, bro, the
it's
like
it's
all,
they're
mhm,
too much cost. Like everything needs to get downscaled. Like everything is
yes,
like a
down,
fucking
yes.
flavor of the month. Like it's no hit of the month. Like a fucking like the album industry, the music industry. It's
It's
not.
like they wanna sell, yeah, they wanna sell to the maximum number of mainstream people possible instead of going to your genre-specific people. So, like 007 wanted to appeal to mass number of people, like Hitman appealed to, people who are like, play stealth games, like stuff like that, social stealth and all that, so that's why that game, like, before IOI died with the first Hitman, they kind of like brought it back, Hitman 2, Hitman 3, like, it kinda came back and
Yeah.
it like kind of saved the studio, but now then again, like they shot themselves in the foot. People think that, oh, why are like there layoffs? Because in IOI, it just sold really well. But no, it's just not that simple. So like you cannot say, oh, game is success. Like it's all surface level. You do not know what happens
In the
on
end,
the economics of running a
exactly,
company.
exactly. In the end, money talks.
Yeah,
Uh, what else talks? Next topic: Evo. Evo recap. So let's do like an Evo recap. Like a bunch of things happened. A bunch of cringe things, a bunch of nice things, a bunch of scratch my head kind of things. So once again we're like introduced to like leverless controllers. I forgot what the new type of model was called. Uh it's one of those controversies that like always comes back in the FGC. Are like leverless fighting sticks cheating or not cheating? I
I
see
mean
like
that's
more.
all we always played, bro. Like even in arcades, you got the fight, you got the machines with the fight sticks and everything like that. So that's how we're trained, so to say.
No, the point is these ones they don't have a lever. Like here, I actually mine I have a lever. Like mine
Mhm.
is like hitbox cross up, so I do have a lever. The more modern shift seems to be like more and more pro players like going into leverless fight sticks.
Autism, dude. Autism. This is
Tism.
weaponized autism. That's what it is.
You think it's just placebo? Is that what you
Kind of,
mean?
yeah, because kind of, yeah. Like I do not know if this is popular because I haven't been following the scene and the leverless like fight sticks, but yeah, it's trying to train you in a different way, so to say.
I do know for I'll say this. I do know for a fact that like good players that like actually play it on fucking keyboards. You could argue like that like a lever's fight stick is like a more ergonomic keyboard.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's what I feel like. Just pressing buttons,
it's
just like training that way.
uh, it's also like there's another like talking point which is like well here if it's like a 3D fighting game, the input system isn't the annotations aren't the same way as they are in like let's say a 2D game like a Street Fighter, King of Fighters, whatever, where you have to do like 360 motions, dragon uppercuts, half circles, whatever. Or like pretzel inputs, right? So like
Yeah,
if you were, I can imagine like if you're more into like the Street Fighter scene, yeah, like making inputs on a levelist would seem like a millisecond of advantage. On on 3D fighters, I don't think it really matters though, to be honest. So yeah, it's like always a kind of like funny thing. I always like think back and forth about this topic. Um, something else, like something cute, like and nice actually, is old games are getting like support. They're getting like new characters, patch updates, whatever. So like for example, like Blast Blue, they announced like a new character, Trinity Glassfield, added to the game. That's like a super old game now. I don't know. It's been
okay.
a
I
long
mean,
time.
that's at least that still shows support for an older
I
title,
think it's
so that's
great.
good at least.
I think it's great. I think like we should do that for like even like older games. SNK like they did something funny, dude. Kind of cute, like legit cute is like Path of the Warrior, Art of Fighting 3 reignited. So they added King and Yuri into the roster. So like that's an ancient fucking game, dude. That's a fucking ancient game. And they're making the two like girls like playable now. Also Other Night in Birth got a new character as well. So I think this is good. Like I wish like games like I don't know, Soul Calibur 2 or whatever, like the older Tekkens, they also like got roster supports like balance patches, just small things, not like major like meta shifts, like just like a bit of love, a bit of love. The one stinker amongst this is Dead or Alive 6 last rounds. So me and you, dog, we've been talking a lot about this, and here we're actually both fans of Itagaki. We are fans of Team Ninja and like Dead or
Yeah.
Alive, but we can't like we decided to like not even bother following this. It's not really worth our time because right there's like no crossplay and there's no netcode support. Were there like any other issues that I'm forgetting, dog?
Video 6.
Last round edition.
The problem is the extra costumes and stuff like that are not unlocked, and Mai and Kula are also locked, and you have to buy them separately again, even if you own them on the other base version.
Again,
Um,
Oive.
yeah, it's like the point is it's an old game. There is no nickeling, no point in nickeling diming. I'm sure this was a Koei Tecmo decision instead of a Team Ninja like thing.
It
They
the
could have just given that, and I feel like it would have like
Mhm.
completely rejuvenized the whole like DOA scene, and a lot of people would have like forgotten a lot of shit with the original when DO6 came out. But again, you cannot on a corporate level, you cannot like reason with people on the dev team, and the dev team are not gonna ruffle any feathers, so to say, and lose their position and
Job
power just
security,
to
especially this
yeah.
job market. I just wish here DOA 6 like it needed like balance changes to like make it more like even and like less gimmicky. Um
Yeah.
that's all I really cared about. Like I don't mind that I don't have all the costumes or all the characters really. Maybe I'll buy Mai and that's it. I don't really care about the lolly bait, honestly. Fucking so I wish like the thing is like it damages the brand, dude. Like that's the point of these like revitalization projects is to like hype and bring back up the brand recognition. This is what Under Night did. This is what BlazBlue did. This is what SNK did in Art of Fighting. So it's everyone is going a step forward, and you just like sabotage like an easy victory for me. You didn't need that much. You didn't even need to call it last round.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Like it's here. I'm still hoping DOA 7 is like back to core values, as they say, but it's just like a step in the wrong direction. Um, but yeah, and now it's time for the ugly part of this segment. Um, we got we got cringe things like Deadpool. Your Marvel slop, the Marvelification of everything. We have this like fruitcake, twerking his cheeks on the fucking screen, like the a fucking $4 hooker. Uh, I thought it was like one of the worst announcement like Marvel talk on because like you get these like two twinks like Deadpool and Loki. Loki also looks like a twink. Uh, there is open beta though, so I guess that's cool and all. But man, I'm so tired of the Marvel shit. Like that alone just like repels me from it. Anything you wanna add to that, dog?
I mean, I feel like they're just going for a popularity thing. They're just using the momentum of rivals and stuff like that to uh, propel it forward. But until we play the game, I don't know how good it's gonna be. So it's just like my opinion on it.
Yeah, it's more like an aesthetic cringe factor more than like
Yeah,
uh, a core mechanics verdict. Something else like even maybe even more cringe, I'm not sure, is the cosplay competition. So, I was watching, Evo on Twitch. Otherwise I'd never really go on Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in ages, dude. So, but I wanted to watch Evo, and we got this fucking treat, like these fucking abominations. It's where do I begin? Shrooms, fatsos, and cheap costumes. But here, one of my I can like rave on and off forever about like the weirdness on display. But like one of my friends pointed out something very very aptly to me. It's like it's like it's all about DEI, production values, fatty acceptance, and in the costumes and whatever. He also like made an interesting point, dude. He said that for some reason, like the judges themselves actually look better. They're better looking than the fucking contest winners, and can't help but agree with him because like it's so bizarre, dude. Like it's so bizarre.
it's a lost art, bro. You know when they started killing the boot babes. So
Yeah, like here's the thing, like dog, you actually got to show me this off. Like I noticed, by the way, here there's like these creatures that win the competition, but I remember it like the Vampire Saviors competition. We saw like two cosplayers that like cosplayed as like Morgan and Lily. They never showed up. They never won any like prize medal. You also like showed me like a very interesting picture of like Filipino girls, right? There was like some kind of Filipino girls that like
yeah,
what were they promoting? Red Bull or something, right? So they're essentially booth babes. But those look like way better. Way better than the contest winners. Just amazing. Like it's like fucking night and day. Like I had to like double check. I swear you can back me up on this. I had to ask you twice. Is that like the same evil, the same year, the same place?
yeah, yeah.
It's so fucking weird, dude. Like the only good looking contestant that won is like this one. I'll put it up on screen. I forgot who her character was, but she's like all right. Everyone else is like just abominable. Like the other thing I
I also
don't get
don't
is
know.
hmm?
I also don't recognize the character.
No,
Is
yeah,
that
well,
alternate costume for Mai or something?
I she reminds me of Talim from Soul Calibur, but like yeah, it's the show is so weird. Another thing like I don't ever understand is like why such cheap material on things. Cause like there's like this one cosplayer that won is like Hisenko, and her attire looks like very gaudy. I could say more about appearance, but I won't. I'll be like, I'll be nice this time. The thing is like here, I don't. Is it like a budget issue or is it like over over animification? Like there's like a lot of good materials they could have used to like make the Hisanko character, but they went for like this like weird cheap stuff. I guess it's because it's cheap. I guess I'm overthinking it. Like I wish it like less about like accurately like copying the colors and more about like translated it over into good material. But yeah, it's what can I say, dog? It's a lost art, as you said. We need more booth
Yeah.
babes. Anything else you want to add to that, dog?
No, nothing else. Like that's just it about Evo.
Yeah, so that's evil. We can briefly touch upon this. Uh, Cyberpunk new anime show Edge Runner announced. Um, Honestly, I never really gave too much of a shit about Cyberpunk. In theory, I in theory I do like more old school anime, which is kind of like the aesthetic vibe we're getting this time. But something looks weird about the characters, like in terms of proportions or whatever. There's like, well, then again, there's like this one like cute girl like with pink hair. What about you, Doug?
Like I said, like, I didn't even like the first Edge Runners, like first season of Edge Runners. Like people are gonna be upset about that, but I don't care. To me, Cyberpunk just is not that interesting
Yeah, I
as
think
of a
that's the
setting.
underlying issue with the series. It's like the most derivative cyberpunk fiction ever conceived by man. Like scientifically, the most derivative. Like
Yeah,
quite the achievement.
Altered Carbon is better, and like Ghost in the Shell is also much better in the sense like that what they're trying to convey, and it's just I think that if this season's gonna follow the similar thing, and like you mentioned, the art style is also like, I mean, these guys are the ones that made Kill la Kill, and like Kill la Kill
No,
looks really good.
I
But
do think,
yeah,
I do think like Studio Trigger are talented, but like this like very like cheap derivative like feeling to it. Like I feel like I'm getting nostalgia baited.
I feel like it's because of the setting itself, the world of Cyberpunk itself, rather than like what they're trying to do.
I have to agree. Yeah. So there you go. Netflix and chill on that one if you want to. Another topic we have is it's official, physical media is dying out. Sony declared that they would cease production of physical discs for new games in July of next year. End of an era. Um
Yeah,
Doc, I'll let you start off first. You have a lot to say about that.
bro, where do I fucking begin with this shit? Like, this has been a long. I wouldn't say this has been a long time coming, but we could see where the decline in purchases of physical copies, right? Like I saw today, there was a stat where only 14% of physical purchases on the PS5 were present, and like the other percentage was like digital. And I kind of feel like it's easy to blame Sony. Like I'm not like like support the decision to go all digital. I think it's this asinine decision by them. But then again, like it's just I think people we are also to blame. Like we just stopped caring and giving a shit. If you remember the whole like COD, Modern Warfare when that came out and people lining up outside this big event just to go and like get it because it's supposed to be an experience. That's the whole part of video games and gaming. That's how you got into it. It's just
Mhm.
not a one part thing. People who couldn't buy PCs, that couldn't afford PCs, or just have a TV, bought a console, put the cartridges, and play it that way. Like I'll go like this is gonna piss people off, but I'll go as far to say, if you don't buy physical copies and never bought physical copies and only play it on like digitally or PC or consoles, whatever, I don't think you have any opinion on it. You shouldn't have any opinion on it. Um, like you just again it's just like people coming out of the woodwork saying that, oh, I support Sony's decision, this is a good thing, I'm gonna I'm gonna move to PC, I'm gonna like go on Steam, like GOG preservation. Like all of you are part of the problem. None All of you just talk, none of you give a solution. Now people are like saying, "Oh, I'm going to cancel my PS Plus subscription. You know what? I'm going to like cancel a physical pre-order of games which are coming out this year because why? I'm going to fight the cancellation, the erasure basically of physical media by canceling physical media because that's going to send a good message, bro. Like really smart thinking on your part right there. But again, it's like in 30 years, dude, I'm gonna say this like movies took 100 years to go downhill. Like the whole blockbuster in the 80s and 90s, and like that shutting down. There's only one blockbuster left in like entirety of the US you can buy and rent movies. And video game like in 30 years, almost like, yeah, less than 30 years, we have a speed run the entire crumbling of the industry. I'm like, I also wanted to reset, but the thing is, it's not simple. this is not going to get better. This is just going to keep getting worse until, I don't know, bro. We go like gamers also like actually start caring about their hobby. You get not just getting outraged every time something happens and having a knee jerk reaction to that and like causing throwing a fit is not going to give you long term solutions. It's just short. Like people were really upset when Sony like 2 3 years ago announced that they were going to shut down the PS3 store, but there was backlash and they left it up. But right now, also with the cancellation of physical media, they announced that they're gonna close the PS3 and the PS Vita store. So you see that knee-jerk reaction they had to the PS3 closure, store closure all those years ago. Now it's still coming back, and they're still gonna close the store. Digitally, like you cannot buy any games, and there are a lot of licenses are lost on the PS3 itself. So what solution did you attain by doing that? See, like
Well,
I've been
back then
buying
people
physical
were
media
just
for a while.
emotional. I would argue it's even worse, but I want to let you finish because I have a lot to say about
No,
this
I feel
too.
like yeah, no, you should like yeah, say something because if I'm gonna like harp on this point, it's just gonna keep going because
I
there's a
mean,
lot more to
w-
unpack and a lot more
I,
issues.
I
But
I
yeah,
have a lot to
w-
unpack, so I'm warning you. Say something, say whatever you need to say right now.
so I'll quickly say this before you start. Like whole on the PC front, if you're a PC gamer, you're complaining, you know what? I have this DRM free. Steam is not DRM free. Like some games you can do that, but not all. GOG you can do that. But if you say I'm gonna like just port it like import it or burn it to a disk or a, as external hard drive and all that, then that's the same as physical media. If you say, oh, if owning is not like buying is not owning and like pirate like piracy isn't stealing, that's just a dumbass argument, and I'm not going to agree. You're a grown ass, like majority of you are grown ass men. You're not the kids anymore with without no money and or something like that to go like troll online. Like even I used to like I probably more like pirated more games, and a lot of people like who are going to be talking about this. But the reason why I go buy it because I being in this industry, like it's not a big deal to buy a $20, $30 game. It's just that, oh, I'm not just gonna like pirate it. Like one idiot had said, oh, I pirate my own game one day. Like it's just stupid, man.
So for me myself, I'll say this. Indeed, it's not just a Sony thing. I want to make this clear. It's not just a Sony thing. Uh, we've seen similar things from Xbox. We've seen similar from Nintendo. You know, the new game card keys. Sorry, game key cards, right? Uh, we've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like a very alarming trend. Uh,
You want to
and
know a good thing that to come out of this like whole ordeal is that it exposed a lot of people, bro. So like I want to go back to the model where we put out good products, right? We don't listen to the screeching nags who are just going to like have the loudest voices because they have a following. We need to go back to that.
not like, yeah, it's time to seek solutions because things are getting dire. I'll even go as far as to say this. This issue is like symptomatic of a broader issue. We're not living in pleasant times.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will turn to doomerism. I would argue that hard times indeed is in hard times right now. It's actually more important to man up.
Yeah.
Because here, this is a trial of fire. All this like garbage stuff, wokeness, anti-woke grifting, Troon flags, National Socialist flags, Glazers, Doomers, and inflation and all that stuff, that is gonna get purged through the trial of fire at the forge. The only thing that will survive is things that can last. So we need like now's the time for to think about practical solutions. Cause oh my god, sorry. Cause
If you want a band-aid solution right now, people like I'm sure the higher ups at Sony are like discussing all the like the backlash they're getting, but I just feel like
no,
there's
no,
also
no,
hypocrisy on. Hmm?
no. What's important is like to find practical solutions because what we decide to do right now is going to dictate what makes it and what doesn't make it out and continues into the future, 10 years into the future. Now it's like the time to think about practical solutions. Because all this
Yeah.
like bullshit, all this like drama farming, all this like corporate chilling or whatever else, all these like superfluous things, they're not gonna last. If physical media didn't last, none of this like parasocial garbage is gonna last either. It's time to wisen up and be practical. Okay, I'm urging everyone, man up, train those muscles, train those wits, because we'll need them soon. It's symptomatic of the times. On to you, dog.
No, yeah, but like I said, there's also hypocrisy on our side. Like gamers who are like all just saying like just putting everyone else down who want physical media and saying like PC and all that. That's not the point. That is entirely not the point. You are missing the whole like process of, again, if you're paying $70, $80 for a physical copy, but you're still paying $70 and $80 for a digital copy, then what is the point? Like people, there are like companies are going to start investing in more and more security measures to make it hard that like in anything digital is like you don't completely have no access to it. That's the thing. Like it doesn't matter what GOG or Steam does. It like still goes like if they're not they're still going to host like games from major companies, and they're going to have more and more measures to make sure that there's no access to it. This is just conflating the issue. So I don't I haven't seen anyone offer a good solution, dude, or even talk about it. It's just like, again, I'm going to destroy my PS5 and canceling my subscription. All that is just, again, you
No,
are part of the problem, dude. If you guys say you have a voice, just do something with it. Don't fucking just like shout into the ether.
it's yeah, the the moral outrage, the trauma stuff, it's not gonna last either. It's time to think about practical solutions. Things are getting worse. So I'll leave everyone with these words. Thanks for watching the episode, and step up. Step up, be practical, step up, because it's for your own good ultimately.
Yeah,
Uh
thank you for watching. Like, see you next time, I guess.
Thank you. See you next time.